Oh, by the way, I got to meet and be on stage with Professor Brian Cox, the Infinite Monkey Cage, the English physicist from CERN, from the Large Hadron Collider. And we were talking, and I was telling him my ghost stories and my 9/11 dream, and he proved that that ghosts can't exist because of the second law of thermodynamics, and that
which is no ghosts.
More or less. And then that my dream, my one and only panic attack at the exact moment that the second plane hit the building was simply a non-zero sum coincidence. It was just simply like, he goes, how many dreams do you have a night? How many do you remember? As it loads, and he goes, it's statistically inevitable that they resemble things that happen.
Uh-huh.
Because it's a number larger than zero. It's never a zero.
Right.
And in a way that made me feel like it was kind of liberating. And then he also talked about, I was like, what do you think about the end of the universe? And he said, it's just going to cool off. And it's just going to hit a uniform, cool temperature. And then that will be that. So there's a million versions of us. There's infinite versions of us. But there's only one version of this. There's only one version of what's happening right now. And we get one shot at it. And when it's over, that's the end of it. And I thought that's kind of lovable.
It's going to cool off into what?
Into a cool room temperature of space will have a very low cold temperature, and that will be that. Even black holes will die. Everything will die.
I'm not going to die. Your scientist friend forgot about one thing: the power of rock and roll. Rock and roll. Yeah. Rock and roll is here to stay. Yeah. Yeah.
That was so fucking rock, man. That was so rock, it was rap.
You can't cool that off. Right. It doesn't matter how much entropy there is in the universe. That's something my gut tells me, which speaks louder than a lot of voices. Just ask the press. His prodigious fucking fat inner tube of a gut ripples as he explains that he's the victim of...
But you don't have the rippling kind of gut. You have that kind of ex-football coach, very firm. That kind of like
it used to be muscle.
It would sound like a watermelon. Like, give me a thump on Mike. Like, give me a... Like, put it on Mike. Because it's not a jiggler. It's a thumper. Right? It looks like a thumper. Yeah, it's nice. It doesn't jiggle. It just resonates like a tom-tom.
Like a sea otter. Like it's for breaking open clams. As I swim on my back. I don't like to go into the pool, but when I do, I like to float on my back, and then my belly is just like above water. It gets red, if I don't.
Are you very buoyant when you're in the pool? Are you super buoyant? Because my torso is buoyant, my legs sink. I can never do the full float thing.
Yeah. Well, my legs kind of, they bend at the knees down underneath me, but this baby, it's like it's like a dirigible.
How many?
I was trying to think of
how many cement masonry blocks do you think I would have to tie to you to get you to sink when I drop you off of just off of Catalina Island?
Yeah, just one.
Oh no, it's more than that, baby. It's more than that. You're a 5 blocker all the way.